Welcome to Shadow Warrior 2 review. This is a stunning evolution of Flying Hog's outbeat first-person shooter starring Lo Wang. This game is a very fast-paced shoot-'em-up type of game where stealth is not an option because Wang is just too big of a badass like that. You basically Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator with a machine gun doing whatever the fuck you want to do whenever the hell you want to do it. Now this game has an obscene amount of customization, whether it is skill trees, which are also known as cards. Now you don't unlock these cards in a general way of just playing the game. You can either find them from killing bosses or completing quests. Now there's 14 main quests and there's a shit ton of side quests. Now the customization doesn't stop there. When it comes to your guns, you have 3 perks known as gems on each of your guns. Now these gems can be upgraded in the smithing area, which you actually unlock in the DLC. Now guns can either be purchased in stores or you can find them off of bosses and also from completing quests. Now the lore of Shadow Warrior 2 is very easily accessible in the Wangology in your settings. Now it goes through all the known monsters, people, yada yada yada. It keeps everything in a nice, neat book for you. Now each weapon type has its own reload animation. Each type of weapon also has a different reload animation. Now what I mean by weapon types is there's different kind of factions almost, where there's a genuinely mechanical, super advanced weaponry, and then there's these monster infused weapons that you get at the end of the game. Now this is one of the stores you can go to, which he's basically the ninja-esque seller, where you can forge new gems. And you can also infuse new weapons and different things like that from unlocking from the DLC is over here. Now you can put 3 gems into this area and it'll infuse it into a new gem for you, making them upgraded and more powerful than the ones previous. Now there's an obscene amount of guns and weapons in this game, but the one weapon that I have no idea how to get is this very peculiar shaped sword that has been staring me down since I started the game. Now, I don't need to tell you what it looks like, but in the previous game, there was a certain weapon that was certainly colored pink, and that was kind of wobbly to the extent of it looking like something like this looks like something, but just a little more spiky. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm pretty sure you got the gist. Now the main factor of this game being is if you don't have a computer, or I'm pretty sure it's on PS4 as well, but if you don't have a computer that can hopefully handle the game, you can't experience the amount of pleasure you get from destroying these guys. Because back when I played it on my previous computer, it just ran slow. I think I was getting like 6 frames per second and shitty ass graphics. Now I'm in ultra graphics with 60 frames per second, and it's just amazing game. And now with that, I don't have many glitches in the game either. There's not lag. There's not anything of the sort that would hinder my experience of this game. Which that might just be my computer, but I honestly can't say that about many games that doesn't have issues. My personal rating of this game, the gameplay was amazing, the storyline was amazing. It was short, but it was still good. Now, the storyline was basically anything you needed to know. They told you right off the bat. If you didn't play the previous game, and there's a hint to the previous game quite often, but the game actually tells you what characters are from where, and you don't have any issues in the fact. So that was a wonderful addition to this game, and I'm glad they did it that way, because a lot of people who play this game, I mean, it's not very lore and based game. It's really just get in the game and shoot 'em up. It was a good game. My personal rating of the game is probably a 7.8. It was enjoyable to the fact that I didn't have to push myself to play the game, but it was still, I feel like a little longer story would have been nice, and there was a little bit of gaps in the storyline on where it's coming from, but that's basically it. Now, if you want to pick up this game on Steam right now, It's $39.99, or you can get the Shadow Warrior 2 Deluxe, which comes with the DLCs, which is $49.96. So, and it's worth getting the DLC for it. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.